There's one you don't get very often. Stuck between Jonah and Amos is Obadiah. Starting with verse 8. On that day, says the Lord, I will destroy the wise out of Edom, and understanding out of Mount Esau. Your warriors shall be shattered, O Teman, so that everyone from Mount Esau will be cut off. For the slaughter of the violence done to your brother Jacob, shame shall cover you, and you shall be cut off forever. In the day that you stood aside, on the day that strangers carried off his wealth, and foreigners entered his gates and cast lots for Jerusalem, you too were like one of them. But you should not have gloated over your brother on the day of his misfortune. You should not have rejoiced over the people of Judah. On the day of their ruin, you should not have boasted on the day of distress. You should not have entered the gates of my people on the day of their calamity. You should not have joined in their gloating over Judah's disaster on the day of his calamity. You should not have looted his goods on the day of his calamity. You should not have stood at the crossings to cut off its fugitives. You should not have handed over his survivors on the day of his distress. For the day of the Lord is near against all nations. As you have done, it shall be done to you. Your deeds shall return by your own hand. It's the word of God and the people of God.
Thanks be to God.
So I said Obadiah is not a piece of scripture that everybody rallies around or goes to on a regular basis. As a matter of fact, Obadiah is the smallest book in the Old Testament. But since I was deciding that starting in September when we have our Bible study, we would do minor prophets and see what we can glean from them, I decided to start with the smallest book I could find, which is Obadiah. And what I discovered was out of this minor prophet was a major revelation. It all centers around the history between the people of Judah and the people of Edom. And you have to go back all the way to Genesis, to the story of two twins fighting with each other in their mother's womb, rolling around so much she couldn't wait to give birth to these two. And when they were born, first come this hairy, ruddy little fella with his brother holding on to his heel. Esau and Jacob. As they got older, we know the story of the two. They were constantly rivals with one another. And Esau was one who would go out hunting, and he was a gatherer of game, and he was his father's favorite. While Jacob was a mama's boy. He took care of sheep, tended things in the village. And then one day, while his brother Esau was out hunting, Jacob cooked a pot of stew. And when his brother showed up, totally famished, he said, "Give me some of that red stuff you got in that stew." Instead of just feeding his brother, he said, "First give me your birthright." And Esau says, what's a birthright to me if I'm starved to death? And gave off his birthright to have a bowl of stew. But the conniving didn't end there. See, Jacob and his mother conspired to take the blessing of Isaac that was meant for Esau, who was the oldest. And so, with trickery upon the poor-sighted father, Jacob receives the blessing and then runs for his life, knowing that his brother was to kill him. Of course, we know that Jacob, through a series of sister wives and concubines, ends up with 12 kids. So finally he's free of his father-in-law's labor contract and sets off back home. And when he gets there, after wrestling with God, he finally confronts his brother Esau. And what does Esau do? He throws his arms around his brother and weeps on his neck. Happy to see his brother after all those years. And the two part and go their ways. And Esau establishes his own people, his own kingdom. That becomes Edom. And Jacob goes, and from him comes the nation of Israel, Judah. But then, years pass, generations pass. The story of the conflict between the two brothers gets shared among the people. And next thing you know, well, the Edomites don't like those Israelites. And these two nations that are cousin nations are in conflict with one another. Not face to face, not hand to hand. But when Judah fell, either at the hands of the Philistines or whether it was at that time when they fell to the Babylonians, we're not sure. Most likely the Babylonians. Edom celebrated their fall. Edom helped in booty people. They cut off refugees trying to escape the carnage, rounded them up and took them back. Their brothers' nation. And they turned their back on them. This last week, took a little vacation. I went to Gettysburg. My favorite place. I love Gettysburg. It's great. You can feel those 154 years of history where you're there. The first thing we did when we got to Gettysburg, we went shopping at the outlets. Got to get that out of the way first, apparently. But afterwards, I was able to take my grandchildren and my son-in-law, who's not up on Civil War history or anything, and take them around the battlefields that I have walked and studied and just absorbed. I took them to the first day when the battles, the skirmish opened up. General Buford, General Reynolds. From there, I took him to Little Round Top. And from there, we talked about that strategic position and how the Union had to hold that or their line could have been lost. And the heroics of the 20th Maine and Joshua Lawrence Chamberlain, and took them down to Devil's Den, where hand-to-hand combat took place. Took my grandchildren to the Pennsylvania Monument, showed them the name of my great-grandfather. And their great-great-great-grandfather. The history that I took them along Seminary Ridge. Because, let's face it, the Southern states set up some of the best statues over on that side of the line. Some of the best. And I made sure they got to stand under the statue of General Meade of the North and also under the statue of General Lee of the South. To see across Pickett's charge. And just imagine the thousands of men who marched across those fields to hails of gunfire and cannon. Brothers fighting brothers. A nation against itself. Over the issues of state rights and slavery. We ended up on a ghost story. I see. I was like a Ghostbuster. I am afraid of ghosts. Went into Jenny Wade's house. If you don't know Jenny Wade, Virginia Wade was the only civilian killed in the Battle of Gettysburg. 19 years old. Bacon bread, stray bullet through the door of the house. But that house wasn't haunted. But in there, then our ghost guide was very steeped in history. And he showed us the picture of a young man whose name was Culp, who had become an apprentice. He lived in Gettysburg, but became an apprentice in the South. And when the war broke out, he joined the Confederate Army and found himself back in Gettysburg in a gray uniform. He died near the family farm he grew up on, fighting against his brothers who were on the Union side. And after that part of our vacation, and thinking about brothers against brothers, about Obadiah, where God is calling to the Edomites, you are going to pay for raising your arm against your brother. We went to the Capitol, and we walked through Arlington. And all those white stones, and all those names. And that Saturday, the events in Charlottesville brought everything together for me. Because under those stones, I did not know if the boy or man who was under there, or woman, was black, or white, or Asian, or Hispanic, or Jewish, or Muslim, or Christian. What I knew is they stood for their nation. They stood up for that flag. And because of that flag, we have the freedoms that we have, including that First Amendment, the freedom of speech. And what happened in Charlottesville changed my point of view on the old stars and bars of the Confederacy. Because to me, the South was always just kind of like that gone with the wind stuff, you know. Oh, fiddly dee, you know. The South had its charms and it had its rebel spirit. That's what that Stars and Bars is, a heritage of rebel spirit. But when I saw him marching on the shoulders with a Nazi flag beside it, it changed its meaning for me. It wasn't about heritage. It was about hating. And that is totally unacceptable.
Amen.
You can voice your dissension. You can have your opinion. People died so that you would have the right to be able to speak freely. But when you stand with hate in your heart, it's a voice no one needs to hear. It's okay to be angry. It's okay to have a voice. But it's not okay to be violent. It's not okay to rally under a flag of intolerance and prejudice. We already fought that war. That flag war. We don't need to do it again. Especially not here. Not in the United States of America. We can have debates on whether or not to leave statues up or whether they're historical or what they mean. But of this there is no doubt. As Christians, we are heirs and joint heirs of Jesus Christ through our faith. That God so loved the world, He gave His Son, and when His Son died on that cross, the sins of all mankind were forgiven. All. You know what that word means in the Old Testament and the New Testament? All means all. Those who come to Jesus Christ have come to embrace His love, and He does not care whether or not you have a certain color of skin, or you worship in a certain church, or you eat certain foods. He doesn't care. What He cares about is here, inside. Your heart. I want to stand up here today and tell you that there were people who behaved badly in Charlottesville. Anybody who was showing up with mace in their pockets and clubs in their hands and helmets on their heads were seen to do violence. That is unacceptable. What we need to do to stand up to hate, to stand up to prejudice, is to stand up as Christ. Stand up and let your voices be heard. And let God's love be given. Mahatma Gandhi's movement of nonviolence changed the entire nation of India. Martin Luther King's approach of nonviolence changed our nation. We can be present without violence. It must be condemned. Our bishop wrote a letter to the pastors. I want to share just a portion of it. She said, Christians must resist the temptation to respond to racial and religious hatred with anger that perpetrates violence. The challenge is to respond with an anger that will foster grace-filled condemnation and accountability. We need to respond with an anger that fosters empathy and promotes justice for the victims of vitriol and violence. As a conference, we have covenanted with each other. At baptisms, we say, we are asked, do you accept the freedom and the power that God gives you to resist evil, injustice, and oppression, whatever forms they present themselves? And we, as witnesses of baptisms, as part of our own, say yes. We will resist evil, injustice, and oppression. How are we living up to that? What are we doing to condemn the evil and the injustice and the oppressions of hate groups? Then she writes this, there are no commas or semicolons at the end because we don't have to add a but. Let us not delete our condemnation of evil, injustice, and oppression, and allow this God-given freedom and power that we have to stand up to it. We have to condemn these acts. And then she writes, as an African American, I'm sending my message to condemn these acts. But when this condemnation comes from Anglo-Americans, white Americans, the message is more compelling, particularly for those looking for ways to justify the actions of the KKK or Nazi groups. The good news, God has promised to give us the freedom and the power to resist and combat these forces. I am confident that God will reveal to us where He wants us to resist this evil. And God will give us the freedom and the power to do it. Folks, two brothers worked together side by side. One tilled the ground, one took care of animals. Both made offerings to God. But one's heart turned to stone. One's heart turned to evil. And then one day Cain killed his brother. God had told him, your sin lies ever at your door. You must be the master of it. We are called to master the sins that lay at our door. We are called to resist hate, injustice, prejudice. We're called to love them. As children of God, to love our brothers and sisters, and to give His love to others. Let's not let God down. Let's stand up for God, for Jesus, the church, and show the world that Christians can. Thanks be to God that He does not ever give up on us. Amen. Our closing hymns I want to do.